What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're so excited to be here, dropping another one for you guys. I love getting together, so thank you for all your support and love, you guys out there in the community, going to our Facebook and our Instagram, and definitely hitting subscribe on our YouTube. But we're super excited. A lot of chaos going on right now, so we're all getting together this morning. Just a couple of us got off shift to have a little fun and get some laughs out there. So let's start it off. Let's get some questions flowing and check in with all you guys and see what's going on. Let's do it.
So one of the big things going on right now is everybody's obviously the giant elephant in the room, the coronavirus. So we got a couple of things where people are asking if there's any changes that we've made on calls. So Manny, being one of the supervisors, you want to talk about that? Any
Sure.
changes that we're making?
Being the team leader in the room.
Yeah, so now that my vest is off, no, so we've, at least for us, our group, and we've always been very, aware of the risks and things that we deal with. So we've always used the proper equipment. So that hasn't been anything that's changed for us. Now with the current events, we're just more hyper vigilant. We're aware, and we're asking more questions and trying to get to the bottom of things. And we're still using our goggles. We're still using our masks. We're still using gloves. And so that hasn't changed that much, other than now we're being more aware and just trying to be more careful, because the potential implications of being exposed, there's a lot of unknowns, right? We don't know. From what we're hearing from outside, other countries, other cities that are experiencing higher level of exposure rates, it's the simple facts. Wash, keep a distance. If you're feeling ill, stay home. Call your doctors, your healthcare providers. So for us on the front lines, it's just being more cautious and being more aware and asking more specific questions and listening for those key things that are going to prompt us to be like, hey man, we probably need to put on a higher level of protection. But with the basics, we're not changing that operation. Now we do have additional protective equipment that if it goes past that we'll put on, but as of right now, I think just being very aware of the information the call takers are taking for us when they send us that information. So they are the ones that have the script, that ask the questions. So I think the awareness is there, and being able to deal with it and move on from there is what kind of.
So the core is still there, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just how we're vetting the process.
Yeah.
It's starting from the call-in in the Valley. We're very fortunate that Phoenix Alarm runs our system, but they're asking questions up front. Do you have a temp? Do you have cough? Is there any respiratory issues? There's things they're doing up front that's going to inform us through our MCT and our process saying, hey, these are the symptoms. This is a possibility. We can't rule these things out, so you guys need to be prepared for this. So I think just you as a supervisor sitting down, we all have to take ownership and expectations and not make assumptions, I'm assuming, but hey, we need to come prepared and have a plan. So we're all working through that right now.
So So act like we were your crew yesterday. Mm-hmm. What did you tell your crew at 7 o'clock when shift started?
Actually,
grab your gear, put it on. We're going to train right now.
Yeah.
All day.
We're pulling hose.
Hold on to your butts.
We're pulling hose. We're out of service. No, it was a simple conversation. Hey, are you feeling well? First of all, do you feel okay? And everybody said, yeah, I feel good. So with that, we just sat down. It's like, hey, we're here to provide a service. We know that we're on the front line. The potential for any of us in this line of work is we can potentially be exposed. Our exposure potential is higher. But we're going to be cautious. We're going to take care of each other. And if at any point anybody feels like this is giving me a bad feeling, there's something about this that I don't like, speak up, because we're all in this together. And ultimately, we're going to be safe about this and wear our gear.
You guys
I
checking?
love it.
So real quick, now kind of that's our day-to-day operations.
Right.
Now let's talk about our personal mindset. So maybe Zach, I know you're really good about keeping the right mindset and how we're going to look out for each other, ourselves, and keep ourselves healthy for this.
Yeah.
Maybe you and Gilbert can hit on that a little bit for us on your personal mindset.
Yeah, interesting.
The mental thing was very humbling when I first went in, because we're hearing this and it's rapid and it's growth and we're looking at all this play out, and then you sit down and actually hear it. We sat down with our crew just like you, Manny, and taking that, oh wow, like we're in the middle of it right now. So my mindset really is that we're already clean and doing all these things, but now let's get the mindset of let's protect our own, taking ownership of wearing what we're touching, what we're doing. Are we really washing, taking that ownership? But also what we're doing at work, how are we playing that out at home as well? Like, man, it threw a bunch of red flags and nervousness to me. But what I love about it is that it's bringing us together to have the mindset that, like, hey, we're in this together. What can we do now? Having the conversation. I love how that raised right up front. So it's just really awareness, hypersensitive, and being in a vulnerable state, but being ready and prepared. What do you think your mental mindset went?
No, yeah, you're right, man. Just even from like the very beginning, like one of the things that kind of sitting down and having those conversations. Now, like we're taking our captains has to take our temperature, right, and ask us a few set of questions. So then that for me was like, oh shit, we're in it, and we're actually doing it. You know what I mean? Just as simple as that was. But hey, we gotta take our temperatures and stuff like that. Yeah, your mindset changes. I think we've always had that mindset of like wanting to be protect ourselves and take care of ourselves, because ultimately we all want to get back home safe and sound and not expose our families. So I think all in all, at least where I work and the people I'm around, we're all pretty good at that. And I think in the fire service in general, we all ultimately want to just get home and take care of our families and the ones around us. So, but with that, the mentality does change a little bit, where you're a little bit more stressed out, a little bit more on high alert.
Yeah.
And but all in all, though, man, I think the mindset is like, well, we're still gonna go out and run our calls. We're still gonna run into all these emergencies. Nothing's gonna change on that end.
We'll still help you.
We're still
sure.
gonna be there and help. But now, like, hey, make sure we take care of each other, take care of ourselves, each other, and so that we don't bring it back home.
And remembering that we're under more stress.
Yes.
So that's going to have physical changes on us, and so we have to be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know John's really big on that too, on nutrition and supplements and just overall taking care of yourself. So is there anything you changed with it?
Man, I know we all kind of talk about it a little bit, and it's different now. All the gyms are closed, so that was one of my big things. I know all you guys' big things, the workout thing, and we're all more conscious now. He needs 2 memberships now.
Yeah. Good. Open back up, please.
Yeah, he's over. He's over. That's
Manny's begging for help.
it's a body by curves, man.
Don't need no slim fast over here, player.
So what about on your days off? Are you changing anything on your days off, or anything you're noticing now that this is kind of going on?
Yeah, man. I'm an avid grocery shopper, dude. I go. I don't shop for a month at a time. I go, one day. I'll go there all the time. That's just my jam. And they know I'm a fireman. I've been in there on duty once, and so they kind of just caught fire, and everyone knows that I'm just a fireman.
You're a hero.
Now. Yeah.
Okay.
And so they're asking me stuff that we're doing. How are you guys staying safe? And it's just weird, man, that they're not afraid to get it from me, but they want all the advice that we're getting, because they think that we have like this inside track.
Solution.
Yeah, and we're like, we got the same info. We're just shoot from the hip, trying to be clean and trying to do that. But when I worked at the hospital yesterday, they were calling, like my boss's boss was asking advice about shutting down our outpatient clinic, man. And it's like, yeah, probably just do that. But they think that we're up here with knowledge, man, and it's just
and here's the reality, like, we're not the experts either. Like,
No.
we know we're the experts in emergency, stabilization of patients. That's what we do. And I think one of the things everybody has to remember is, like, there are people that are way smarter that had more than 3 months of medical school. Yeah. Like the CDC, man, that is the best source of information is going to be there. They have hundreds, if not thousands, of people working on this that are PhD, genius level type people, that the solutions, when you see them, or the recommendations, as they're calling them, they're simple. Distance, wash your hands. If you're sick, don't come to work, don't go around other people. And if everybody took that to heart, I think this would kind of ramp down.
Did you guys kind of feel yourself like calling calling your wife or calling your kids, or when you're getting hugged, did you hug them a little bit more? Like, was it almost like it sank in? Like, I was calling my mom, like, hey mom, what are you doing? Like checking it a little bit more, just because
Mom,
the
I love
unknown
you.
or assumptions,
Holding down. And
I was calling my brother and be like, hey, kiss your kid for me, dude. Just kiss your
well,
kid
yeah,
for me.
it's like it's weird because we're all mama's boys, and I've kind of noticed, and I'm sure you guys have too, like my mom texts me a little bit more now, hey, did you hear that these guys are doing this now. Like, you know, it's all centered around this outbreak, but now it's like oh yeah, these guys just did that. Like trying to, oh yeah, like kind of get to where, oh, are you guys not gonna have to go to work anymore? You know, like they don't want us in this stuff, and they're just stuck with it. You know, like that's just what we got to do.
And I think our family sees it. We all talked about how we felt a little bit more tired.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a headache now. We felt stressed out. We were tired, but we couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
You know, we all felt that coming off. So I think that's big for us all to remember that we have to take care of ourselves if we're going to take care of other people. So making sure that we're eating right, resting right, not loading up on the alcohol, it's not going to help.
Right.
Because I did the other day, and it didn't make me feel any better.
For a minute though,
Yeah, so
your boy
just
was
remembering
feeling
those
good.
Things, you know, we still got to take care of ourselves, and now we're in kind of a weakened state because we're so stressed out. So we got to look out for each other still. So the last thing that we wanted to talk about was just around the communities. You know, just kind of the way everybody's reacting to this and the things people are doing, and how important is it now? I mean, what things do we have to remember when it comes to just not even as firemen, just as
People.
community members, people? How do we need to look out for each other?
Yeah, man, I think it's crazy just going to the stores. We were talking about it earlier. People are in a panic, you know, and even people that aren't panicked, when they look at the empty shelves, they're like, wait, should I be buying all this for myself, for my family to be able to provide? But, I mean, we all need to be able to give back and not start hoarding all that and looking at our neighbors and everybody else around us to see if how we can help and how we can, you know, just be neighborly, you know, take care of each other.
Right.
Just you constantly see that, you know, and I think like families, we talked about it earlier, you know, like everybody calling you like, hey, what are you doing for this? What are you doing? You know, I mean, and it's just it's sad that all this panic is out there, you know, but we still got to be good neighbors. We still got to be able to go out and take care of each other, you know, and stuff like that. Not trying to get all religious or anything, but I like Proverbs 17. It says, a true friend shows love at all times and is a brother who is born for times of distress. And I think this is freaking fitting right now. You know, it's like exactly what we're going at as the whole world is going through right now. You know,
Like my friend Oscar would say, this is biblical.
it's so I mean, you know, that's important.
And it's great. And even like, have you guys noticed going to the stores on shift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to eat all of our meals at work, and we have to shop as a group. What have you guys seen with that?
The rice and beans aisle was sold out. It was. I've never seen that.
Free
dude.
Joel's ago?
Yeah, I was you know, I was trying to get my nana on, and I go down the aisle, and like nothing. It
Nothing.
was. I was like, what? I've never seen that.
And it's nothing selfish for us. It's just people got to remember that it opens our eyes to remember that other people have to eat.
Yeah.
So we had to eat out and try to get fast food all of our meals because
There's
we had
nothing left to shop
nothing
for.
cook.
Yeah.
And one of our guys on his day off when he got eggs for us to eat when we're at work because we couldn't
find it in any of the
it's
grocery stores in our first due.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a war zone, dude.
And-
Small local businesses.
And that's-
Until we
Yes.
look out
That-
for
and
it,
that's-
we gotta take care of because
Support the local.
That's one
businesses,
thing we
right?
were talking about earlier. Like, well, if we don't have food at the grocery stores, support your local restaurants and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and we're gonna go and in our first due, and try
Especially
to
the mom
find
and
it.
pop shops, man. The little coffee shops, the places like that are dependent on people showing up to keep their doors open.
Man, you know where we went the other day, and they still had plenty of food and meat. And
Food
everything?
City.
The Carniceria.
Oh,
Carniceria
yeah.
down the street,
Yeah.
dude. That's freaking. They had everything. So they even had toilet paper. Freaking Carniceria was freaking on point.
I have a
Now you just
question.
give it away. It's gone now.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Thanks,
you
Uber.
don't need 4 years supply of toilet paper, people. You don't. It's like
yeah. Well, then talk about your neighbor.
so. On that note, you know, the wife was talking to me, you know, right before I came to work, and she said that she was talking to her neighbor across the street. They have 4 little girls, and she just said, "Hey," she goes, she went to the grocery store, and there was nothing left for her to buy for her 4 girls, and I was like, and so. We have toilet paper at home. I said, just give her some of our toilet paper, and I think that's the whole point of this is like, if we take care of each other and we help each other out, and you know, on the proverb it says it. It's like you gotta like help each other out. We'll all get through this because not a single one of us is in this alone.
Yeah.
It's like it's not gonna go away unless we all work together. you know, if people are selfish, then it's gonna escalate. So
Totally agree. And you talked about, I mean, even think about the single moms with kids, and now they're shutting down schools, they're shutting down restaurants, mom and pop shop. How are they all going to survive if they can't go to work? They got to stay home with their kids. So as a community, if you have a neighbor across the street, wherever it is, reach out. We need to start coming together. If you have extra supplies, be open, be an open door, open communications. Even if you don't want to come in contact with somebody, call them, let them know, do a Facebook. It's everywhere. We can get in contact with everybody on social media. Put it outside. Hey, I have a couple extra paper towels. Man, what killed me the other day is like they didn't have baby formula or baby wipes for these kids, man. I'm like, I'm about to start shedding tears out there. Like, let's not all start putting up fences and say we're not a community or a family anymore. No, we are one big family, all in the trenches. Yeah. Let's act like it. Let's be a good citizen, like, be a good human being.
A month ago, there wasn't shortages anywhere.
Dude,
I saw this awesome meme.
The Huggies is still making Pampers. They're still making wipes. Charmin is still making toilet paper. So it's going to keep coming out. But that's the thing is, in times of distress, we kind of go to our most selfish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got to remember that we have to self-reflect, realize that, and still look out for each other. Like Manny did for the neighbor. He's got 3 daughters and a wife at home too. They need toilet paper just as much as that other family, but they were willing to give and share and sacrifice, and that's what we all need to remember.
Yeah.
So.